Anybody want to take a shot at defining for me shaman? Anybody here tempted to say doctor, medicine man? Nope. Let me try to explain it this way. Every single human culture has its way of understanding the world. It's how we answer all of those universal human questions like, why am I here? What's it all about? Why? You know. Let me give you an example from my culture, Western European culture. At one time, my people had a belief system, the way we understand the world. During this period, if you wanted to know the answer to one of these universal human questions, you went and found this great big building. It's got these pointy things on top, and you'd go in there and you'd find this guy in this brown robe, and you'd ask him your question. What's it all about? And he would give you the answer. What was the answer and how did he find it? The answer was, God made it that way. And the way he found the answer was he opened a great big book and he read you the answer. All the answers were in that one book and all the answers were exactly the same. God made it that way. That was the belief system of my culture during the Middle Ages or the Muddle Ages. Then my people changed their belief system. A complete paradigm shift from one belief system to another. Today, if my people want to find the answer to one of those universal human questions, again, you go find another big building, concrete glass now, and you find a guy in a robe, but now it's a white lab coat, and you ask him your question. Why is the sky blue? And he goes, well, see, that's because the sun emanates light in all the parts of the spectrum. I can hold up a prism, I can break them apart, and as it comes through the atmosphere, some of it's absorbed. What's left over is blue, therefore you see blue. Well, that's called the scientific method. That's the belief system of my culture today. The change, the period between when my culture was changing from one belief system to another, that's what we call the Renaissance. That's what it was all about. A culture completely changing its belief system. Well, those are not the only two belief systems that there are in the world. There are hundreds. Every single culture has one, and one of these other belief systems is called shamanism. Here's how it works. There is this world that I can live in, I can walk around in, I can touch things, and there's another world in the same space at the same time, and it's got just as many people in it. I just can't see them. And some of those other beings have the ability to cross the boundary and interact in my world. Anybody here believe in guardian angels? That's the idea behind shamanism, that there is another world that I can't see, and some of those beings have the ability to cross the boundary and interact in my world. Let me put this into perspective from my perspective, put it to you in my perspective. Why the heck does buttered bread always fall butter side down? We know that it does, right? Well, my culture says that because as soon as you butter the bread, that makes that side heavier and therefore gravity. No! The reason buttered bread always falls butter side down, Raven's been here. Raven is the great trickster. He comes out and crosses the boundary from the spirit world and plays practical jokes on human beings and laughs at us. Caw, caw. I mean, the reason buttered bread always falls butter side down, Raven's been here.